Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'll be showing you how to make this very simple little dress design for Blythe. This pattern is available in my shop and the link to it is down in the description. Okay, now before we start I just wanted to give a quick description of this design. So my intent in the beginning when I was thinking about a dress was I wanted something that was really simple, really easy, like for a beginner and for like just some scraps of fabric that you have lying around. So obviously this dress has no gathering, it has no sleeves, no darts, no places for snaps or velcros. It is the absolute basic design with a front and a back, and the fact that the whole outfit will cover the doll. So that was kind of where I was going with this design. Yeah. So this is the pattern you'll be getting, and another quick little description. It just has like binding around the neck, and then that binding turns into the strap itself, which passes through on the inside of the dress. Now, for this binding, you can buy it pre-made. So it's a 12mm binding, so you can just go to the shop and buy it pre-made. You only need like 55 centimeters for this dress. So you can buy it pre-made, or you can do another thing, it's like you buy these folders. So these are bias binding folders. They come in numerous sizes. So in purchasing something like this, that means it gives you the opportunity to create whatever fabric binding you want on your dress. So you can, here my examples, you can see I've done like a stripe, or you can use a spot or a different type of pattern. If you buy the pre-made stuff, you're kind of locked into a certain type of color and a design. But in buying one of these type of folders, you can choose, or with these ones here, I've done like a stripe and then a really nice strong contrasting print fabric. So it really, really pops when you see it like this. These binders are from a company called Clover. I'm pretty sure there'll probably be other ones out there, but I use for this one it's a 25mm binder. So, sorry, 12mm binder. So, yeah. So now I've gone and cut out our pieces. So I've got one back and I have a pair of fronts. I've also gone and marked out our little opening where our strap will pass through. You can see it there. So I've just marked that on the right side, what will be the right hand side of the dress. So also I'll be showing you how to use the binder. So I'm using this nice check fabric for the binding and the neckband through there for the tie. So I'm going to show you how to do it in two pieces so you can be a bit more economical with your fabric. So I've just got two strips approximately 30 centimeters long, drawn out here on the bias. So there's the grain line there, and this is the bias where I've marked out the two strips. Also show you how to join these two bias strips properly together as well. So I've gone and cut out two bias strips. So they are 25mm wide for the 12mm finished width of their binder. I've gone and done two strips, so I will be doing a seam down the centre back. I mean, if that's just it's a bit more economical if you don't have a really big piece of fabric, because you can just do it in two small strips and the seam will just sit at the back of the neck, so you won't see the seam at all. So now we're going to attach our two pieces of binding together. So what you want to do, you don't want to attach binding pieces and just sew it down the middle like that, because once it goes through the folder it's going to shift, because it is the bias thread is going that way. You want to keep your seam on the straight straight edge, so there's no give. So you need to align your 2x strips like that. And we're just going to do just a 5mm seam allowance just right through there, and then we're going to press that open, and then our seam will go in that direction, just like that. So now I'm going to join our 2 pieces of bias strip together. So we're just going to cut off those points there, cut them off. So I've got my folder here, and what you're going to do is when you pass it through, so all these folders will have like a little slit there that you can use to pass a needle or a pin to help you push your fabric through like that. And then you can see once you pull it through, it'll start to fold it. So you're just going to pass your iron over it slowly and press that down flat as you go, and then you'll have a nice long ready piece of bias binding strip. So now I've gone and done our bias binding strip, so that's where the seam is there, and I've just gone and ironed that all the way through. So our next step was just going to prepare our dress parts. So we're going to apply some fray stop. I'm only just doing it around the armholes. You can apply it because later on we'll be zigzagging around certain areas. If you want to do the fray stop instead of zigzag, you can do that instead, but for my demonstration I'm just happy to just put it around those armhole pieces. Okay, we'll do that. So now we've gone and done some fray stop around the armholes, and I've also gone and zigzagged around all our side seams and our hem pieces as well. You can use fray stop for this, but I think doing a zigzag gives the fabric a bit more flexibility. Okay, so now we're just going to join up our shoulder seams. One there, and one there, and we're just going to do a 5mm seam allowance across the tops. So now I've gone and done our shoulder seams like that, and I've also pressed open the seam, and also just at that center front section we're just going to press over our seam allowance of 5mm. So when we come to the binding, this will be all nicely pressed flat, so when we come to do the neck. So our next step now is we're going to do our armholes. So we're just going to fold it over about 4mm. It's a very small seam, and we're just going to sew right in the middle of that. Pin there, another one at the other side. Just going to fold that over, and we're just going to do like just a seam right in the middle on both armholes. Like that. So now I've gone and sewn down our armholes on both sides, and now we're going to put our binding on. So we're just going to find the middle, especially if you've got a continuous piece. I have it like a seam in mine. We'll just put a pin there in the middle, and we're going to line that up on the centre back in the middle there. And we're just going to fold that over. So you want to work from the right side of your dress to making sure your edge is even. Put a pin there. I'm just going to follow that around to the front. If you find that just folding it over a little difficult, you can press your binding piece in half and then you'll know exactly where the middle will be. So I'm just going to follow that around to there. And that's when we press that little bit there, so that helps finish that off already. Put one more pin there, like so. Just going to fold that over there as well. Make sure that's nice and even. And just that last one there. So when we sew now, so we're going to start sewing from that edge there. We're going to sew from the top like that. So we're going to start sewing from down this end first. We've got to just go back and forth there and then start sewing down that edge together. So we're going to sew all the way all that flat together, all the way down there, and then we're going to come to that neck. And we're going to stitch around carefully. You can kind of stretch it as you go to make sure that that binding is flat. And we're going to stitch around and come back down to the end like that. So now I've gone and stitched down our binding around the neck. So I've just done a little stitch back there and just followed that edge around. It's always a good idea to sew this down with your right side up, so you can give a nice even seam on that edge. So even I'm not perfect, see it's a little bit over. So so when you stitch it down, always stitch it from the right side up like that. So now we're just going to give it a press. So you really want to make sure that's flat. Flatten that all out, flatten your straps and try and flatten that edge, that neck edge through there with the iron. Get that nice and flat, and then we'll do the side seams. So now we're going to press our neck around there, and that ties all nice and flat. So now we're going to stitch up our side seams. So we're going to find our first marks and we're going to leave a gap through there. So put a pin there, and there. And pins there as well. So our little sleeve opening or arm opening is going to be approximately 2.25 millimeter. Sorry. 2.25 centimeters, sorry. So approximately that much. Just going to put a pin there. So we're just going to do a 5 millimeter seam all the way up to that first notch, and then we're going to leave a gap, and then we're just going to come up to where that pin is and sew that up through there as well. So now you can see I've gone and sewn our side seams. So that side is all the way down, and on the right side, it's just that there'll be a little gap past the strap. So now we're just going to press those seams open. Press it open flat like that, and we're also going to press our hem down. So it's just a 5 millimeter hem allowance. As you can see, that's where it really helped that we pressed that already before we did the binding. So we're just going to press that down flat now all the way around, and we're going to top stitch that flat down as well. Like that. So now I've gone to press down the side seams, and I'm also going to press down the hem edge. If you want, you can put some pins, because it is a curved point, just a couple of pins here and there to help keep that flat as you are coming around to sew that down, like that. Just to keep that flat. to help you as you come around and sew. So now we're going to stitch down a hem through the points through there, all around like that. And that'll be our last step. Now all our hem is now nicely finished now. Now we're just going to pop it on a doll. So just pop it through her arms. Like that. I'm just going to pass that little front strap through a little slit like that. And what I like to do is I like to pass it around the back first. I'm just going to just carefully cross it over. That. Just come around to the back. Do just a nice bow. Now we're done. Thanks for watching my tutorial. I hope you enjoyed my pattern. Please leave a comment below on how your project went and like and subscribe for future content. Thanks. Bye.